Reviews. Scooby Doo in Where's My Mummy? I won't go to say this is the best of the Scooby Doo movies, but it was a very good watch. The animation is very bright and colorful, and the score and songs were quite catchy and memorable. The story has its predictable parts admittedly, but I love the twist which was different and I certainly wouldn't have guessed it. The film moves quickly, though some of it particularly in the build-up towards the climax was a little rushed. The dialogue is very humorous and fun, while the characters are likable and the sound effects decent. The voice acting is excellent on the whole. Frank Welker doesn't have that much to do as Scooby sadly, but Casey Kasem is a hoot as Shaggy, while Christine Baranski is very effective. Oded Fehr does a good job with a nice character and Ron Perlman is fun. The best of the lot comes from Virginia Madsen, who is just brilliant as Cleopatra. She doesn't have as much to do, but she is both sinister and mysterious. All in all, a fun Scooby Doo film. 7/10 Bethany Cox. Okay, we understand that a Scooby Doo mystery is not going to be in the same league as a Citizen Kane mystery. But Scooby has good movies and bad movies just like any other mega star. I'm pleased to say that Where's My Mummy is in the former category. Velma is assisting an archaeological dig in Egypt, on the Sphinx no less, when she finds a mysterious necklace which could be the key to Cleopatra's lost treasure. I've never heard of such treasure, but for the sake of the movie, we'll pretend it exists. The rest of the Mystery Inc. gang turn up to visit her, but the site is promptly taken over by Amelia Von Butch, Christine Baranski, a gun-ho Lara Croft type, and her band of cohorts. Despite warnings of ancient curses, she forces the Mystery Inc. gang and an obnoxious reality TV host, Jeremy Piven, to enter the tomb with her to solve its secrets and find the treasure. Immediately setting off traps, Shaggy and Scooby are separated from the rest of the gang, not on purpose for a change, and get involved in their own mystery of a deranged Hotep, Ron Perlman, and his followers who worship a strange god known as Scubus and his servant Shagman. Both stories are kept lively and entertaining until they merge into one. There's not a moment of boredom and, as usual, a couple of cool original songs too. But sadly, no new version of Scooby Doo, Where Are You at all. To compare it with similar films like Indiana Jones, Tomb Raider or even The Goonies would be pointless. Yes, we've seen this kind of thing before, but animation is a medium that presents more opportunities than live action, and there's loads of inventive set pieces and imaginative locations that have become the standard of modern Scooby Doo outings. And what do you know? It even manages to provide a rather surprising twist at the end. We know it's far-fetched and unbelievable as always, but it ties together pretty well, thus making the film a little bit better, a little bit more. As long as there is imagination behind this franchise, Scooby Doo could go on forever. He may deliver a few duds from time to time. Monster of Mexico was extremely crap after all, but he is still a very important character in modern animation and will always come out on top if we believe in him. Or am I taking this too seriously? Well, let me start off by saying I always look forward to watching any Scooby Doo cartoon, and by the time I was finished with this one I couldn't stop laughing, smiling, and I was begging for more. This cartoon is filled with hilarious jokes, twists and turns, great voice acting, and an ending you will never see coming. Scooby and the gang head to Egypt to meet up with their good old friend Velma, who has been there for 6 months renovating the ancient Sphinx. Upon arriving in the desert, the gang find out that in the tomb of Cleopatra there is a curse that will doom whoever enters. When treasure thieves arrive, the gang is on the case and they must try and break the curse and solve the mystery. First off, let me say the voiceover cast does a tremendous job in this cartoon. I don't remember the last time I heard so many great actors do such a good job in one cartoon. Once again we get Frank Welker as Fred and Scooby Doo, Casey Kasem as Shaggy, Mindy Cohn as Velma, and Grey DeLisle as Daphne, who all once again do a great and wonderful job. Joining the cast we have Christine Baranski as Amelia Von Butch, Ajay Naidu, Ron Perlman as Hotep, Jeremy Piven as Rocky Rivers, Oded Fehr as Amal Ali Akbar, and Virginia Madsen as Cleopatra. The storyline this movie follows is smart, funny, and very enjoyable for the entire family. It's very interesting to see how the gang has to explore the tomb to avoid traps and stick together to find clues to solve the mystery, but of course they somehow get split up and Scooby Doo and Shaggy wind up on their own wacky adventure. I have to say, when the movie ended I didn't see the twist coming at all. It was the biggest shock of them all. In the end I wish the movie wasn't over. It was so funny and great, and I promise you will not be disappointed and you will be crying for more. So make sure you rent or buy Scooby Doo Where's My Mummy, because you just have to see this cartoon. Overall rating. Asterisk 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 out of asterisk 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 asterisk. Asterisk 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 1/2 out of asterisk 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 asterisk. This is the best Scooby Doo movie without a doubt. All others are quick to dismiss this as another Scooby Doo clone, but do not acknowledge this blasphemy. It is without a doubt the most enthralling and action-packed movie ever conceived from the Scooby Doo franchise, perhaps every other movie as well. From the scorpion fights to the mysterious delves to the deep of the Sphinx, there is never a dull moment in this animated epic. It has classic villains, creepy bugs and critters, to a mysterious benefactor that slowly turns protagonists to stone. The ending is a surprise no one could have seen coming and proved to be a jaw-dropping moment. This movie represents the pinnacle of animated movies, there cannot be one greater than this. It is the will of Ascubus. Zombie Island is simply the best of the new movies brought out by Cartoon Network. The worst of the lot was that trash with Aussie vampires. But to each his own. I enjoyed this new edition for what it was. There is nothing new or noteworthy, but there doesn't really have to be surprises in every movie. Most of the comfort in these straight-to-videos comes from those involved. Hearing the old gang's voices has such a calming effect that if the writing is just average, it's okay because the voice talent is what carries the production to a new level. Last outing in Aloha Scooby Doo, we had Terry Garr, Adam West and even Don Ho. This time it is the fabulous Virginia Madsen playing Cleo. Half the fun of these new movies is spotting, hearing, well-known talent. From Mark Hamill, Tim Curry to Jennifer Love Hewitt. Scooby Doo is forever. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to get a Scooby snack. This movie may be the greatest thing to grace film history. The amazing story takes you through the history of Egypt with comedy, tragedy, and the occasional music. The plot twist at the end of the film was so unexpected. Near perfection, I might add. I was impressed by this amazement. This Scooby movie was way better than the two before it. It kept my attention and had awesome animation. The side characters this time around were interesting and added a nice touch to the plot. The plot was fun and that twist at the end was shocking and fun. It didn't make me angry when I found out who the bad guy was, it just made me find the movie more intriguing. Overall, this is a great Scooby movie and I hope they make more like this. Scooby Doo in Where's My Mummy is probably the best Scooby Doo movie ever made. Where's My Mummy combines the classic shenanigans of Shaggy and Scooby with myths, curses, and legends, making it ever more interesting to watch. It also gives insight into multiple African, Middle Eastern cultures, which increase the quality of the film. The legends and curses of ancient Egyptian mythology have always fascinated me, as well as the life of the pharaoh Cleopatra VII, and I grew up watching Scooby Doo, so this was the perfect combination. Scooby and the gang decide to visit Velma in Egypt. What starts out as a vacation turns into a supernatural mystery inside the pyramid. I love Scooby Doo, which means I'll watch mostly anything Scooby. I was bored one evening and decided to give this a look. I got what I expected for the most part. This is fairly entertaining stuff that doesn't hurt anyone in the process. The animation is really cool and I dug the look of Egypt. It was a really good setting. My favorite thing was probably the giant sand scorpion. It was pretty creepy for an animation. The storyline was fairly simple, but well made. Like most stuff that involves Scooby, the mystery isn't hard to figure out. It tried to get way too clever in the end, throwing in twists that got way too convoluted. It got too cute. I also hate how they make Freddy into an arrogant buffoon. Freddy was always sure of himself, but not cocky. I hate how they make him like that in the new stuff. As you may expect, Shaggy and Scooby steal the show in many scenes. Some of the side characters were kinda cool. Amelia Von Butch was really cool and rather badass as a weasel. In the end, I had an okay time with it. Scooby fans will likely get some satisfaction out of it. 6/10.